Trains are powerful machines built for speed and strength. But when something goes wrong, the results can be catastrophic. From high-speed collisions to massive derailments, today we're looking at 10 of the craziest train disasters ever caught on camera. Before we start, make sure to subscribe to Listagram and turn on notifications so you never miss an insane video like this. Now, let's get into it. Number 10. Landslide Nightmare. Imagine riding a train, thinking everything is fine, when suddenly the ground gives way. That's exactly what happened when a mini landslide hit just hours before this train arrived. Despite emergency warnings, the train couldn't stop in time and derailed on impact. Fortunately, no one was on board, but the sheer force of nature was enough to send cars flying. Number 9. The Snowplow Beast. Canada's winters can be brutal, but nothing stops this snowplow train. Plowing through massive snowbanks, it clears the tracks like a battering ram on rails. Watching it in action is satisfying, but you wouldn't want to be standing too close when this machine comes through. Number 8. Fire on the tracks. In 2013, thick black smoke covered the skies over Dunkirk, New York. A Norfolk Southern train had caught fire mid-route due to a mechanical failure. The moving fireball could have led to disaster, but thanks to quick-thinking engineers and an emergency crew, the fire was brought under control before it got worse. Number 7. Baby stroller nightmare. A woman turns away for just a second, and her baby stroller starts rolling towards the tracks. Before she can react, a speeding train smashes right through it. Luckily, the stroller was empty, but this is the kind of moment that makes your heart stop. Number 6. Seconds from impact. It's not often you see a train conductor running through the aisles, yelling at passengers to brace for impact. But when a train was headed for a collision, this conductor warned everyone just in time. Miraculously, no one was hurt, but it was a close call that could have ended very differently. Number 5. Explosive derailment. A train carrying highly flammable ethanol derailed in a terrifying crash. With tank cars scattered across the tracks, one spark could have turned this into a massive fireball. Rescue crews were hesitant to approach, knowing that any moment, the entire scene could go up in flames. Fortunately, disaster was avoided, but it was a reminder of how quickly things can go wrong. Number 4. Truck versus train. Who wins? A truck got stuck on the tracks at the worst possible moment. The crossing gate had trapped it, and a massive freight train was barreling towards it. In a heart-stopping near miss, the train zoomed past, missing the truck by mere centimeters. Had the truck been just a little closer, this would have been a catastrophic collision. Number 3. Staged train collision. Believe it or not, in the 1930s, people actually paid to watch staged train crashes. 2 full-speed locomotives would collide on purpose, purely for entertainment. This rare footage gives us a look into a time when watching destruction was a spectacle, but today, it serves as a reminder of how powerful these machines really are. Number 2. Miles of destruction. On February 9, 2020, in Nesquehoning, Pennsylvania, a freight train operated by the Reading Blue Mountain and Northern Railroad suffered a massive derailment. Instead of stopping smoothly, the train scattered twisted metal and mangled cars across miles of track. Fortunately, there was no fiery explosion, but the cleanup operation was a nightmare. With sections of track destroyed and rail cars piled up like a scrapyard, it was a reminder of how even a single failure can turn into a multi-million-dollar disaster. Number 1. The billion-dollar disaster. This might be one of the most expensive train wrecks of all time. A freight train carrying brand new Ford cars crashed into a bridge that was too low, totaling the entire shipment. The damage? Over $2 million in losses. A mistake that cost millions and left behind a wreck that no one could ignore. Which one of these was the craziest train disaster you've ever seen? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe to Listagram, and turn on notifications so you never miss another incredible video. Now, click on another video on the screen and keep watching. We'll see you in the next one.